YouTube? You guys, what's up? Today is Saturday. It's a beautiful Saturday in Cleveland. I believe it's like 55 and sunny, and I'm loving it. I'm just feeling feeling really good. I'm in a really good headspace today. So I'm gonna just go ahead and talk to you guys about the lessons I learned being a side chick. Why not? I mean, everything is a learning experience. You learn from everything that you go through in life. At least you try to, or you hope to learn something. You know what I'm saying? I can say for myself, a lot of things that I've been through, there's some valuable lessons that I definitely learned in the process. So I'm just going to share these things with you guys because I know that sometimes, you know, it's hard to see what's good when you've been through something so bad, you know, but there is some good things that you can get out of bad situations, and I'm going to share my good lessons that I learned out of my bad situation of being a side chick. So like I said, if you haven't seen that story time, check it out. It was a sad situation. So let's get into it. What did I learn from being a side chick? This is the most important. Most people like to save the most important things last, but I think this is the most important because it goes a long way. It holds you solid throughout your life. Number one. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love who you are. Love your process. Love your ups and downs. Love who God made you to be. Take time to find out who that is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you're going to always get the answers right away, but take time to love who you are. And in that way, you can know what you expect out of other people. Know what you want out of situations. Know what you will accept and what you won't accept. Like I said in my side chick video, I accepted a lot of things that I should have never accepted that landed me in that situation. I was accepting things that later on I knew better than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even later on, before then I knew better than that, but not really taking the time to love who I was. I accepted a lot of things, you know. So that's number one. Love yourself. Because when you don't love yourself, you allow somebody else to put value on you. And unfortunately, not all the time, people's value for you is not as high as it should be. You know, so then when you give yourself value, can't nobody else do nothing with you. But respect it. You know what I'm saying? And then there's that space where you make them respect it. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow people to disrespect you, because that's how much you love yourself. Ooh, number two. Allow dates to happen. In my last video, I talked about how me and this guy never went on dates. And a part of it was because we were in college and we were busy a lot of the times. But I think it is important to allow dates. I think that allowing dates is, you know, you giving your situation time to speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? I think dates and how you guys conversate and how you guys chemistry and bonding is important when you're dating. Like, you know, you get to feel each other out a little bit better, and not in the physical way. You know, don't feel each other out physically first. I think that's a bad idea. I think that is blinding. You know, you become a little silly, you know, and you allow things to happen that shouldn't when you don't date non-physically first. Have fun, enjoy each other, learn who each other is, and you know, then that way you could figure out if this person really has time for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this person really into me? And then when you figure that out, you know, you go from there. Number 3. Respect what the other person is telling you they want out of a relationship. This is also very, very important. If somebody is telling you that they're not ready for what you're looking for, or you're not what they're looking for, you have to respect that. And I mean that in a way where there's nothing you can do to make that person change their mind. There's not time. There's not a gift. There's not a meal. There's not a foot massage. A hair. There's nothing you can do to make a person change how they view you. If somebody tells you straight out the gate, I'm not looking for a girlfriend. I'm not looking for a wife. I'm not looking for, you know, going on dates and I'm looking for somebody to keep me occupied when I'm bored or when I'm feeling like, and they might not even say that straight out the gate, But my key thing is, if somebody tell you they're not looking for a girlfriend or they're not looking for a wife, respect that. If you want to be a girlfriend or you want to be a wife or you want to be a girlfriend leading into being a wife, and the person you're dealing with is like they don't want that, odds are they don't want that. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. If a person is telling you that, it's because either you're not who they're looking for or they're genuinely just not ready. And that's okay. They don't have to be ready. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to accept it. So move on. Allow yourself, avoid the heartache, avoid the drama. Just move on. There's nothing you can ever do to change that person's mind. Number 4. It's okay to take an L. It is okay to take an L. And for people that don't know what an L is, that means a loss. You don't have to win every situation. It was another thing that I also learned in the process of taking an L is it's okay to be humble. You don't always have to be the baddest. You don't always have to be the winner. You don't always have to be, the one on top. Like, I get what I want when I want it. You don't have to do that all the time. Just relax. It's okay to lose a situation. It's okay not to have a man that you think you're supposed to have or a woman you think you're supposed to have. Like, if you're not having that person or if it's not what you want it to be, let it be. It's okay. Because if that person is not for you, there is somebody for you. So don't get too caught up in the fact that you didn't get that person that you thought you needed in your life. If they're not in your life, it's for a really good reason. Believe me, there may be something that you allowing yourself, you dodging a bullet is basically what I'm trying to say. You may be just dodging a bullet. And that's okay. It's good. Just Number five. Forgive the process. And that's also something where I'm saying it's okay to take an L. Forgive the process. If you've been hurt, if somebody has disrespected you, if you feel like things just wasn't fair and you did everything you could for a situation to work out and it didn't, it's okay to forgive the process. You didn't waste your time. You didn't, it wasn't taken for granted. Maybe you were taken for granted, but what you're going through won't be taken for granted because you've learned so much. You will learn so much if you just look at it that way. Look at it as a lesson learned. Don't become negative. Don't become bitter. And don't hang your head low. Keep it moving. It's okay. Somebody loves you. It's okay not to win every situation. It's okay to let go. It's okay to let things be in the past. You don't always have to figure it out. Sometimes you just move on, and that's one of the things I said my brother was telling me, like, don't try to figure this out because you trying to piece it together, taking that precious time out of your growth time, out of your loving yourself time. You invest wasted time into trying to figure out what somebody's intentions were or why they treated you, because it really doesn't matter. All that you need to know is it didn't work out and you need to just move forward. And that way you can allow those negative energies and that bad vibe and that dark cloud hanging over your head to dissipate, because believe it or not, I believe you attract what you are. You attract what you're feeling. If you're feeling down, if you're feeling blue, if you always got that rain cloud over your head, you attract people that way as well. And then here you find yourself in another situation that's not no good because you're attracting negativity, because you are feeling negative, because you refuse to let that old stuff be old stuff. Just let it go. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of us just get caught up in the I need somebody because everybody else got somebody. But everybody that's with somebody is not always necessarily happy. They're not always necessarily where they want to be in life. Sometimes they put off goals and dreams just to say they got somebody when they wish that they would have never done it. We just don't know what people really are going through. You know what I'm saying? We looking at pictures, we looking at social media, and we just don't know the stories, okay? Like, just fall in love with your process. Embrace where you are in life. You know what I'm saying? And I think I ended up being a side chick because even though I was in school, I was doing something that most people don't get a chance to do, I still needed more. I needed it all. Like, okay, I gotta be in school, I gotta have a man, I gotta be that chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not even worth it at the end of the day. You just hurt yourself more when you force unnatural things to happen in your life. Naturally, I wasn't ready for that. I should have never been in that headspace. I should have never been in that position. But I was so eager to be that thing, to have that image, that I rushed it. I rushed it, and I had to learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes, you know, some people don't learn until they learn the hard way. And I guess, you know, depending on who you are, some of you guys will still learn the hard way. But if you're one of those people that listen and you like to take advice, whatever you feel naturally should be happening in your life, do that. And maybe some of you guys are ready for relationships. Maybe you guys are ready to be married. Maybe you guys are ready to have time to find commitment, love, and loyalty. And that's fine. But when you're not ready for it, you baby, oh my goodness, you are just asking for trouble. You're asking for trouble. You're asking for more heartache than you're willing to bear. And that could be damaging. You know what I'm saying? That's how you end up in those dark holes where you can't figure out how to get out. You're asking for forgiveness. You're asking for things to make sense. But really, you rushed it. You rushed it. And don't rush it. Whoever you're supposed to be with is waiting. Probably getting themselves together. Probably accomplishing their dreams and their goals. So just relax. The person you're supposed to be with is not going nowhere, no matter how fast you run towards it. Take your time, enjoy life. You know, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. The process is beautiful. So there you have it. Those are the 5 things I learned from being a side chick. It was a hard fall, but it was worth it. It was so worth it. I'm so thankful, you know, for my experience and for my lessons, because they helped me grow, you know, and that's what life is all about. It's about growing. So anyway, that's it. Those are the 5 things I learned from being a side chick, and I will see you guys soon.